I'm Rebecca Hanscombe from the School of Ecstatic Movement, and today I'm here with the beautiful Kelly Munoz, who is from Colombia, but she lives in Florida. And she is one of our amazing global ecstatic awakening dance teachers. And this month she will be taking us through the ecstatic awakening dance experience online. So please get your ticket and join the beautiful Kelly. So yeah, I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions and about your journey to get here, really. So what brought you to ecstatic awakening dance, and specifically maybe this modality, because I know that there's lots of different types of ecstatic dance out there these days. It's like it's an explosion, but this is very specific ecstatic awakening dance. So yeah, tell me, how did you find it?
Yeah, well, you find me actually. Like anything, we are supposed to do in life, you just find you. But at the moment, I always love music, and I have my control to mix music and do stuff. But I always, when I went out and went to concerts and things like that, I felt like, it wouldn't be so not much nicer if people weren't smoking and drinking and doing drugs. Like I want a clean place to go and just dance. So I didn't know anything about ecstatic dance until I think somebody mentioned it. So I started looking online, and I already was exploring sound healing and learning about sound healing. So then when I found about static dance, I looked at a couple ones, and they were ones that were more emphatic on like the DJing part, like help you how to like mix the music. But when I read your page, was more about like the integral experience, like really how to conduct more like a ceremony in a way, with a method that it connects, the breathing and the rhythm and everything, not really so much focus on the DJing part. And I said, this is probably what I need more to learn, because for DJing, I can just kind of use all their ways, but I really would like to connect with a method that can connect to people in a deeper way. So when I read your website and I saw also that you have about shamanic work, I said, yeah, this is it, because I'm also into shamanism. So that all that attracted me to say, yeah, this is the school that they just resonate with me. I saw your video and everything. I saw you with your drum. I have my drum. I like, this resonates with me. This is for me.
Beautiful. And so yeah, so now you've obviously done the teacher training, and what do you think your biggest takeout was from doing the teacher training?
I think it was something really good that awakened those days, especially when we did that, the days that we're all together, like at the end of the phase, where we were like every day doing it, and was a lot about, you explain a lot about, we need to lose the fear of making mistakes, and how we become a motivated, enthusiastic teacher is just like kind of, opening ourselves with transparency and being who we are and losing that fear. And we can learn as we teach and having fun doing it. So all that stuff resonated with me a lot, because I was a lot more apprehensive on like opening and something that I never did before. But when you set up those grounds, and I was like, yeah, why not? We can, just open ourselves. Everybody have fears. I think there were a couple of things that you mentioned during that training that really resonate deeply with me. And I said, yeah, for sure. This is and helping us also to find, I think in those days, you help us to find what was the purpose of why we were doing that. And I think mine was my body is a temple of my soul. And then like through that, actually, I started to develop what is now, what's going to be now, what is my company, that is my embodiment journey, really based on seeing our body as our temple. So it helped me to connect many dots of things that that I like: music, dance, meditation, and focusing on how I feel like express my gift through a system.
Beautiful, beautiful. And now you've been, well, so you did the training, was it last year, I think, that you
Last year, yeah, we were, at these days, we were, doing it.
yeah, so this time last year, and so now you've been regularly practicing ecstatic awakening dance as well yourself. How do you feel about that regular practice? What has it given you personally?
Especially the shaking, I think is one I do the most. Like, I try to do the shaking almost at least I do once a week, twice a week sometimes, and it's just, I really feel like how that helped me to ground the energy and release a lot, and learning. And every time I learn more, I mean, there's many other practices that now have came up, and they're all doing now the shaking too. Like, I didn't know anything about the shaking, but after I learned about the shaking, it's like the shaking is coming up to the word. So it's really a great practice to really release tensions and ground and energy. That has helped me a lot, and find also my own rhythm. I think that was have been one of the also biggest things of doing my own practice, especially when I do it for me, not as a whole in a class. If no, I just make a playlist, put it and do a practice where it's just me, so I can just move freely, and it's finding my rhythm. I really finding what is the way my soul wanted to express to me. Like, sometimes I connect like with heavy movements, but lately I really have found more like in the flow. It's like what it connects me like deeply to my soul. So finding my rhythm have been a great thing to find to the practice.
And kind of noticing how that changes over the time, because
Yes,
we're always changing as well.
yeah,
So yeah, and I think that that's a really important thing, because we're never the same person every time we rock up to a dance class. Doesn't matter if we've done it 100 times before or twice or 1,000 times. It's always different, because it's a different you that's coming to the dance,
yeah,
and you need different things on that day.
yes,
And
yes.
what has been your, so with the shaking, what is it about shaking that you love?
Releasing, releasing. And I also, I mean, I don't know if the people do it like that, but I do sounds too. My shaking goes with sound, and like, and I feel like a lot of like it actually open more the releasing when you actually let also sounds come out while you do the shaking.
So your class might be quite vocal then, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So and you came to the actual retreat in the summer in Greece, and like, was it your first time in Greece?
Yeah, it was my first time in Greece. Yeah.
And how was that? What would you say your biggest thing from the actual Greece retreat was?
There were a lot of things that impacted me from the retreat. One, the first one probably was to be in a community. I never had that experience before. And it was a bit change and open mind situation that to share, a space with as a community where we all were doing different things a day for the community, like either helping with cooking or the garden, all eating together, doing those ceremonies before we went to dinner. I mean, I learned a lot from the people that just were there, sharing the time there, from their culture, the way they do things. That was a huge thing. Learn how to be in a community and enjoying that too.
And
Second,
sorry.
No, go ahead. Dancing every day, fantastic. I mean, like being at that place, dancing in nature, it was a great, great, great experience. And was the first time also I did a static dance live with other people. So I also got to experience, the different of how to do it live in an environment with the energy of other people around. And that definitely is also a great experience.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, doing it online is great because it gives you the facility to do it from your home, and you don't have to go somewhere. But having also the experience in a place with other people is something even more
And
wonderful.
you helped one of the dances, didn't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and it was totally improvised. We didn't know, but I was like, okay, I have a playlist. Go ahead, and it was a great thing for me too. It was a challenge that then I say, of course, they give me this challenge to see if I was going to be up to take something that I was not prepared. Because normally, for anything I do, I will prepare my class, I will prepare. But in this, I was not prepared. And I was like, okay, are you gonna do it? Like, yes, I do it. It was great. It broke that barrier of doing something that I feel that I wasn't prepared for. So it was a great challenge.
Yeah, fabulous. And you came with your lovely husband, Dom.
Yes. Yes,
And
we have a great.
how was that?
It was great, he only did static dance with me before the retreat. So being able to be there and do the class with other people and other men that were there too, with all the girls, I think it was a great experience for him to like open into new things. And shamanism was one of those ones because he hadn't had that kind of experience before with power animals and stuff. And it was great for him. Yeah. He enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, fantastic. And it was great having him there. It was so amazing. What was so amazing that I don't even know what he said at the beginning, but when we did the whole community sharing circle, he just like came out with this just amazing share about wanting to be there, the masculine, and I can't remember exactly what he said. I'm not going to quote exactly what he said, but it was just so powerful for someone who hasn't really been in that environment before. I was like, yes, this is rocking. Amazing couples here.
We have great experience with the guys that were there too, like the way that they open up to their feminine energy, because at the end, dancing and have a lot of feminine energy. It's a lot of fluidity and a lot of emotions that we went through the retreat, and all of the guys that were there, I mean, like held the space so beautiful and open up so beautifully there too.
Yeah, it was really, really special. And so I guess the last thing I want to ask is about your own classes. So now you've got your you've got your certificate and you're taking this online class for the Global Ecstatic Awakening Dance on Zoom. But what are you doing locally? Are you doing anything locally, or is it are you offering this as part of it?
I haven't done yet one locally live with people. Most of the classes that I have done have been online. So right now I'm working on my website. It's gonna be done pretty soon. Like in a few weeks, it's gonna be ready where I'm gonna have the option for people to see in the calendar where the days the classes are gonna be available, do the payment and everything through the website. So soon right now have been my main focus for classes, but I'm really desiring to do in live in places. So I'm exploring now something with silent disco, because I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna go that route. I know I have seen some people that have done it not for static dance but for other things, that it works because you could go to places like a park or places like that where you don't need to hold a massive permit to get your stereo out. So I'm looking that route to maybe doing it or explore that way to see that make it more possible, because it's beautiful to do it in open spaces.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant. Okay. Thank you so much for talking.
Thank you. Thank
today,
you.
Kelly. And yes, please do check Kelly out. She is holding, or she's co-creating a beautiful Zoom space for Global Ecstatic Awakening Dance this coming week. And the links, everything's going to be in the video. And as soon as you've got your website up and running, we'll
So it's already on it. It's myembodimentjourney.com. It's
okay.
still in the development process, but it's already on the online. Yeah, it's myembodimentjourney.com. Yeah,
Fabulous. So, and I love that title. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca.
And,
It's been a pleasure to be with you and to learn from you. Thank you.
Thank you.